up, guys? So, in this video today, I'm gonna be talking about Nofap and honestly how it changed my life. The reason I'm making this video is because I really felt huge changes. And honestly, if I can help at least one guy out there make a big difference in his life, that will fulfill the purpose of this video. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm 1 month into this shit. I first found out about this through this one guy named Angel. He's on YouTube. He's great. So all props to him and thank you to him, for helping me see that fapping and pornography addiction is not good at all for you. I found out I had a problem when I was doing this shit like 6 times a day. I kind of found, now looking back at it, that I would kind of use this as an escape from my problems in the real world. Whenever I felt stress, whenever I felt anxiety, anything like that, I would just go and bust a nut, basically. And, my problems were solved, in that little moment. But the lasting effects of that, were huge, were immense. I'm going to talk about a couple of benefits that I have from this just 1 month. And honestly, it's transformed me to become like the best version of myself it can be. And I really do think every guy out there deserves to be the best version of themselves. So hopefully it helps you out. First thing I noticed this between the first couple days, like 3 days, there was a huge boost in testosterone. My confidence was through the roof. I had all this energy, all this power. I like to work out, but when you fap, it takes away all your strength and all your energy, basically, because you're using all this energy to just bust nuts, especially like 6 times a day. And like honestly, like the body uses it as it's one of the biggest sources of energy. It's your testosterone. It's literally your semen. Like you're supposed to keep this shit, and it makes you the man that you are. But if you keep draining it, you're just gonna have no energy. You're gonna feel like shit. And you're not gonna be you, basically. So when I stopped this shit, the first thing I noticed was huge boost in testosterone. It was through the roof. It was just amazing. Like, it's a really good feeling. It boosts your confidence a lot. And I think as guys, that's really important to feel. Because we all want to be really confident. When we're out there, we all deep down inside we want to be alphas. And Nofap is a really good way. Number 2, I kind of touched on it. Boost of energy. Not just in my workouts, but kind of in my personal goal life. So I'm Mexican, so I'm kind of short. I'm 5'7". I weighed 194 pounds. And I've always wanted to go down to around like 145, 140, because that's like my healthy range. I'm at 169 right now. It's just, like I've always talked about, wanting to go down in weight, but I never really did it because I was always super tired. Well, now that I don't have this, I kind of replaced this addiction with working out. So all this energy now that I have, my choice of workouts are sprints. So I sprint a lot. I jog a lot. I jog long distances and I sprint for very intense periods of times. I'm a firm believer that also helps you boost your testosterone if you do sprints, or if you do any hardcore lifting. After you're done, it'll really make you feel like a man. Like it'll make you feel good about yourself. So boost of energy, it'll basically give you the energy to do what you actually want to do, and now you have the time to do it. So that's great. More time to work on you. That's another thing. When I used to watch pornography, I used to watch this shit for literally sometimes hours a day. I used to, just go in my room, whatever, and just, be busting nuts, to this shit for hours at a time. And that's obviously not good. You want to use that time to be more productive. Replace that addiction with another addiction, but a healthy one. Me personally, it was working out. But you can start a business, you know what I mean? you can go out and meet new people with this new confidence you have now. Like the possibilities are endless. They're endless. It's a whole new. There's a whole world out there. You know, like it's not porn. It's not your phone. You know, go out and explore that. Another thing I noticed, this is I kind of struggle with this one, right? I do still. Is increased sexual sensitivity. During this 1 month, I went out and I had sex with this one girl, and I noticed that my shit was really fucking sensitive to the touch, super sensitive, because I hadn't touched myself in like, you know, a month. I hadn't had sex. You know, I was doing semen retention at the time, but I really wanted to see what sex would be like on this shit. It was super fucking sensitive, and I was a 2 pump chump basically. So if any of you guys have tips out there, you know, that like maybe you've done this shit and it's worked for you, you know, if you have tips for me, you know, how to like not be so sensitive, please let me know. But that is, in my opinion, one of the drawdowns. If you're having sex with a girl, you're gonna be really sensitive and you might not last long, because that kind of happened to me, and that kind of sucked. Another thing, number 6, meeting new people. When you meet new people, before this, I was really shy. I didn't really say much. I wasn't really too confident in myself, and I wasn't really comfortable overall in that position. When I was with someone new, or especially with a group of people, I would always just kind of shy away. I would kind of close off, you know, like have my hands like this, you know, like not talk to anyone, be on my phone, anything to avoid the human contact. Because I was in this little safe bubble by myself this whole time. It's just me and my phone. That going out with people was really scary. Well, now with meeting new people, I have, you know, more confidence. My posture's better. Just the way I talk to them is better. The way I perceive them, now I'm more in the moment. I'm not really in my head thinking about, like, you know, when am I gonna get out of this? You know, like thinking about other shit that doesn't really matter at that moment, you know, because at that moment you're meeting that person, you know, you gotta get to know them, you know, you gotta make a connection. And if you fail to make that connection, you're not gonna really, you know, make new friends, you know, like meet, you know, talk to a girl, nothing like that. So meeting new people in my experience was a lot better. I'm still trying to meet new people. I think it's going good. I'm making better connection. I'm a little bit more charismatic than I was before. I kind of felt my personality just being terrible. It was just a bad personality, you know. It's just super dull. Like, you know, I had no charisma. Well, not with this. I feel like I got a little more charisma. The last one that I want to talk about is social anxiety and depression. People think that social anxiety is something in your brain, you know, like this. It's something chemically wrong with you, which you are. But you don't need all these pills. You don't need all this shit. All you gotta do is just stop busting nuts, man. That's literally it. Like I said before, a really good example that I can think of is with my ex-girlfriend. One time, I picked her up, and she was like, "Yo, you wanna go pick up my cousin? Just go meet him." And in my mind, I wasn't comfortable with this because I've never met the guy. And now it's a group setting. Now it's 3 of us instead of 2. And I'm not, you know, I'm comfortable with her, but not comfortable with him. So we went to go pick him up. I sat in the back seat because I wanted to be alone instead of being up front with her. And I kind of just stayed there and didn't really talk much. And I remember her asking me, like, "Are you okay?" Or "He's not talking," and all this shit. And that would make me feel worse. And I literally had my hoodie up. I zipped it all the way up, you know, with like the strings just went like that. And then I was like this the whole time, just closed off from everybody. And, you know, that was kind of a weird experience. It was terrible. It was honestly super terrible. But yeah, that's social anxiety. Depression, I've always had thoughts, you know, I've always had like really depressing thoughts, you know, like, why don't people like me, you know, and just dumb stuff like that. Well, with Nofap, it honestly, like, it's gonna be hard to believe, but hear me out. It kind of just cured it. Like, social anxiety is literally not there anymore. Depression, depressive thoughts are not there anymore. Um, and that kind of blows my mind because honestly, like, I've had this shit for so long. I've been fapping since I was 13. I'm 22 now, almost 10 years. And it's obviously taking a really big toll. So, for me to just be in this shit for 1 month and just have all that taken away from me, like the social anxiety, the depression, just being free, is honestly the best feeling. The reason I'm talking about this today is because I know there's a lot of guys out there that struggle with this. Virtually every guy you talk to does fap to pornography. Not every guy, but most of the guys have an addiction to this shit. It is not good. It's evil. This shit is evil. It will literally hold you back from your biggest, from your potential, from your biggest potential. It'll hold you back from it, and it'll keep you there if you let this shit ruin your life. Take it from me. I'm just a regular guy from Minnesota, yo. Like, there's nothing special about me, but like, I'm telling you, like, this shit does work. I'm only 1 month into this, and all the benefits I've seen are just amazing. I'm on my way to become, my alpha self. And I honestly want to see every single guy out there do exactly the same thing. Every single one of us deserves to be free. And if I can help just one person out with this shit, that would honestly, this video will have served its purpose. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave something in the comments and I'll reply to it. But yeah, take care guys and good luck.